What's up, Pokemon trading card game fanatics? Welcome to episode 20 of the Special Conditions podcast, where our love for Pokemon and collecting collide. Today is January 8th, 2020. It's the first show of the year. Mm-hmm. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, joined by my co-host, Josh Brown. That other fantastic voice you heard.
What's up, Adam? How you doing?
Doing fantastic.
New year, new us.
New year, new us. Yeah.
Not really. Same old us.
Same old us.
Yeah. If you've been listening to the show before, we're going to be the same. Probably. Maybe better.
Yeah, maybe better.
Yeah.
But on today's show, we're going to go over the pickups of the week, Josh's question of the week. Mm-hmm. The card of the week this week is going to be Silvally GX from Cosmic Eclipse. And then we got some listener emails to go over. It's a jam-packed, fun show.
Can't wait, Adam.
So we'll just start off by, sidewinding the whole conversation. I went to a league challenge. It wasn't a league challenge. It was a league cup.
Okay.
And fun fact about Silvally GX, it does not evolve from Silvally.
Okay.
Remember how, we were talking last week about all the things that we were talking about?
Yeah.
And how evolutions. I totally forgot that Silvally evolved from a type no. I just thought there was only Silvally GXs.
Okay.
And I thought it would evolve from the regular Silvally.
I know nothing about this Pokemon, so I couldn't even give you any input one way or the
other. Exactly. They both sort of look the same.
Sure.
Long story short, I played a deck.
Uh-huh.
It was Dark Box. Mm-hmm. I went with a brand new version of it, which was just focused on heal. So okay. It was like 4 Great Potion, and then Silvally to just add to the amount of GX Pokemon that I could pull with red and blue, and to get more energies on board. And that was kind of the acceleration, minus the Naganadel.
Okay.
And it did not work out.
Well, that sucks.
It does, but it's a lesson learned.
Mm-hmm.
And it also just shows how rusty I am at the game.
Sure. That's why you're doing these little things, is to figure out the little idiosyncrasies with all this.
Exactly, which is why I went back to Naganadel. It's the far superior version. I mean, yeah, I could go with a heavier Silvally GX line and use a heavy red and blue line, but I just don't think the deck necessarily needs or could survive off just that one.
Sure.
That one card being the sole energy acceleration. That just, with needing 3 energies for every attack almost, it's really tough to compete against ADP, the Arceus Dialga Palkia trio. That is by far the one card that will be the death of me. But fun fact, Heracross, there's 2 different ones. There's one from Team Up, and there's one from, I believe, Unbroken Bonds? No. Yeah. Unified Minds. Yeah. And they both have very specific and very unique attacks. There's a fighting one that says if your opponent's Pokemon used a GX attack during their last turn, you can shuffle their active Pokemon and all cards attached to it back into their deck.
Ooh, okay.
Which can slow down an ADP deck.
Yeah.
But it's very specific, and you have to get it at the right time. And then there's a Heracross that's grass, and that does 70 damage plus 50 if your opponent has a tag team in play. So if they try to style you with Keldeo, you just use Heracross and you one-shot it.
That sounds cool.
So they think they got you with Keldeo, and then you're like, bah, look at this, it's Heracross, boom.
Sit down, sucker.
Sorry, broke the format. All right. Anyways.
I have a weird fascination with Heracross. Can I just tell you that?
Yeah, and it's little horn.
Yeah.
It's for female, it's a heart, and for male, it's points.
Yeah. When I went down to Florida a couple summers ago, I caught so many of them in Pokemon Go, and I have just fallen in love with that Pokemon. Never the shiny is beautiful. There's something about that stupid little bug that's just has me over the moon about it. I have a squad of them, and that's usually what I drop in gyms when I'm playing Pokemon Go. Either that or the evolved hippo. I can't remember its name.
Hippopodon?
Yes. Those are my two go-to gym defenders.
Hippopotamus.
Right. But Heracross, I just love.
Heracross. Well, honestly, I was showing Heracross to my son one time, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's like a fighting beetle." And he's like, "Beetles fight?" And then I showed him like this, like the Japan fights of actual beetles, and it was funny. It was just, he had a blast watching it. Sure. It was a riot.
It's actually funny. You guys had JT Valor on the Lured Up podcast recently.
Yes.
And I like watching his videos because you get to see Heracross's like on screen when he's like out and about grinding, and it tickles my face just so much. I'm just like, awesome. I get to see a Pokemon I never see in the wild around here. So, yeah.
That's like me showing up with a Dark Box deck to every tournament, and people are like, I never see that deck. Nobody plays that.
Oh, that's weird.
There's a reason.
Good luck.
All right.
Oh, Adam.
I will right the ship, as Ken would say.
Yes.
Also, I'm in a new chair because the other one I had, I guess, squeaks too much.
Oh,
and Ken had a hard time editing.
Shout out to Ken.
If
you're listening to this podcast and not the Lured Up podcast, you're doing something wrong with your life. Go subscribe and listen to that podcast, and you will have a whole heaping dose of Ken. It's I love that guy so much.
There is some language on that one, though, so be careful.
Sure, yes, not family friendly, but Ken is fantastic, and so is Melissa. You know what? All you guys are fantastic.
We try. Yeah. Okay, well, Josh.
Yes.
We're gonna go into our pickups of the week.
Woo woo.
I myself saw the Meowth VMAX collection box. I was like, what is that? I was like, it is the 3rd of July.
Yeah. No.
I said, Shield.
January.
Yeah, January.
Yeah. Not
4th of July. 4th of July. No. It was the 3rd of January. I don't know why. Yeah. My dates are all off in my head.
Christmas in July.
Yeah, exactly. Delibird all the way. And I was like, what? There's a VMAX V Pokemon in my hands. And I just had to get it. It's kind of like one of those, like, I just made a fast decision because I wanted to take an AR picture of Meowth and get it into the card.
Right.
But I also was like, I need to like hold these. I need to touch these. And they're fantastic. Like the VMAX cards are textured perfectly. The V cards are just kind of like a standard glossy feel to them, but the cards look fabulous.
Now, is this set exclusive to a store? Because I haven't seen them anywhere.
No, I've seen them at my local GameChops. I've seen them at GameStops.
Okay.
Where else did I was in another store and I saw them.
Okay.
I feel like it was Walmart. Yeah, it had to have been Walmart. I haven't gone anywhere else.
Okay.
But yeah, I've seen them.
Cool. So what's all in
and
the
lots
box?
of them. Yeah, and then you get 2 Cosmic Eclipse. You get 1 Unified Minds, 1 Evolutions booster, and 1. It's not. No, it's not a Steam Siege. Guardians Rising.
Okay.
You get 1 Guardians Rising.
Okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, so it's like you get 2 packs that are out of format, but you get a brand new VMAX Meowth card that you can't get, and it's not the regular Meowth. It's old school Meowth,
right?
Or not regular Meowth. It's not from Sword and Shield,
right? It's not the Galarian.
No, no. I'm so glad it's not. That thing's scary.
It cracks me up. I love it.
Yeah,
so much.
It looks like an evil Garfield or something.
I'm okay with it. So, did you get any good pulls out of those packs?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Is that why we're not talking about this?
Yeah, we're not talking about it.
I see. Adam, how much is that pack?
It's $29.99.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, and it is fair because you're getting like 2 promo cards that they go together. And honestly, it was for the first look. To be honest, like it's
They're building the
it'll
hype.
eventually go on sale. So
Yeah.
if you want to hold out or just buy the singles, I'm sure you can find them on eBay cheap.
Sure. We got like a month before the new set comes out.
Right, and I'm actually like kicking myself because I told myself I didn't need the 3 booster boxes
Right.
of the Sword and Shield, like the starting packs.
Yeah.
So you get the promo Grookies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I told myself I didn't need those.
You don't.
This promo pack is 4 and 5 for number wise, and I'm like, well, that's 1, 2, and 3. I was like, I could be on my way to have every promo and start fresh with every promo.
Instead of having to go back years later.
Because that's what I'm doing with like Sun and Moon.
Right.
I'm like looking through all my stuff and I'm like, wow, I'm missing like gaps of several cards.
Sure. It's tough, man. The train keeps rolling.
Yeah. It
Whether you're
literally
on board
doesn't
or
stop.
not.
And then it's like some cards in my deck, so it's like, why do I can't put that into the collection just yet, you know?
Right.
But how about you? Anything this week?
Well, Adam, I didn't get anything. Haven't opened anything. And I was thinking about today, and I knew we were going to be recording, and last week just didn't feel right with not opening some sort of pack on the air and going through some cards and whatnot. So I swung by my Target right by my house on my way home from work today, and I was just going to buy some pack of something, right? Whatever I could find, just grab something so I could open it. And apparently I've been out of the loop on new items available to purchase, because on the shelf I saw a box called Hidden Fates Premium Powers Collection. So did I buy it, Adam? You darn right I did.
What? It's the same thing.
I know, Adam. I know this. And I think actually when it comes to the price, you don't get as much as you would buying Hidden Fates in the tins, or really anything. Like, from what I've noticed, as I struggle with this cardboard box, the prices of all the products for Hidden Fates, the packs are about $5 each pack. So, like, a tin has 4 packs. It's a $20 tin. You get 4 packs. Each pack is about $5. The big premium box that had 20 packs in it, that was $100. Everything kind of, made sense that way. Basically, I'm not sure if this box follows the same format, though. Because it appears to have only 7 packs in it. And it was $50. It did... Hold on, my smoke alarms are going off because Val is burning something, so that's the beeping.
All right, so while that's going on,
yeah.
I will be opening a Sun and Moon Guardians Rising pack. Because the reason I forgot that was in the box is because it's one of the last packs that I didn't open yet. All right, you guys get the code card. You know how this works. 62V 7MPC PH7 HL4. Good luck. All right, I got a Steel Energy, Komala, a Multi-Switch, a Watchog, a Patrat, a Litwick, Pancham, Snorunt, Castform. My reverse holo is a Bellsprout, and I got a Lycanroc GX. Just a normal form, but it's got the bloodthirsty eyes. I wish this card was still in format, because it says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with one of their active. Well, one of your bench with the active. So it's basically like a Great Catcher, Pokemon Catcher, Custom Catcher, Lysander, anything like that. That allows you to switch out. And Josh isn't back, so I don't know if he's on fire or... I mean, I didn't get any fire energies. I got a Litwick in the pack. All right, well, we gotta fill the air with something. So Yeah, I mean that league challenge that I went, or league cup that I went to, first round I played a Malamar deck, and he was playing a bunch of Giratinas, and it was tough because he played the Mimikyu.
Always
so
tough.
Here I was. What was that?
Always tough.
Yeah. Well, I was basically the Mimikyu has an ability that says any GXs with damage counters on it can't use abilities. So literally just shut down my whole strategy, and my Guzzlord was prized.
Naturally.
So it just stunk. But all right, the other two matches were just washes.
I'm sorry
You're
for
back.
deserting you for a second, Adam.
No, it's okay.
I wanted to hear about this too, I missed it, so I'll have to go back and listen to the show. I'm bummed, but yes,
Yeah, you'll have to figure out what I pulled because I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, smoke alarms work too good sometimes, and it was a little bit of steam, and windows were closed because it's cold, and it just it was setting everything off. So chaos ensues in the middle of a podcast.
Oh, I thought it was just my pulls that were fire.
Fire? Are they fire? Maybe.
Maybe. You'll have to tune in next time. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So where I was at, Adam, was this box.
You were opening up your box.
Yes.
There were 7 packs.
7 packs.
And you don't know if it was worth the money.
Oh, because it's a $50 box. And even like the Elite Trainer box came with 10 packs for $50, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they came with 10. Yeah.
Okay. Or were they 60 though? I think they're 50. That sounds
They were
right.
50. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know about this box, Adam. This seems a little shady to me. It did come with the Lunella GX and Solgaleo GX. It come with the shiny Rayquaza GX. So that's pretty fancy. The big thing it came with, and I emphasize big, the giant Rayquaza GX shiny card. Boy, this is...
Oh, so that's the exclusive thing.
Yeah.
That's laughable. That's not worth that extra money.
Yeah, I'm not thinking so either, Adam. Here's my problem. I haven't done anything with these big cards. I don't know how to properly keep these. I think we've talked about like sheets or something, right? Like the plastic.
Yeah, I mean, what I do is I have my binders with like the sets in them, but the little plastic sleeve in the front that says like, "Oh, hey, this ring binder" or whatever.
Right.
I just take those like filler sheets out and I put those cards in there.
I have a lot of them though. I don't know. I need to figure.
You can always build a deck and play somebody.
I might. Don't tempt me, Adam. So there's 7, 1, 2, 3, so yeah, 7 packs of Hidden Fate in this box. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, not worth the money. If you're wanting Hidden Fates, there are cheaper ways to go about getting them.
Yeah, I've seen Hidden Fates frequently.
Yeah. So whatever.
They got all their money before Christmas, and they're like, all right.
I bought it on a whim. It didn't have a price on it. When I was checking out, it said the price. I was like, well, I'm this far. I'm committed. So let me be your shepherd, folks, as I steer you clear of bad pricing. But I am going to open a pack because that's what we're here for. Man, it's been a while since I've opened Hidden Fates. I'm excited. This is a pack with a shiny Mewtwo on the front.
Well, my fingers are crossed.
There's some luck in that. Got a code card for everybody. VYK 6B2LDZX2D6. Code card. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if I get this right. Start off with Fighting Energy. Get out of here. Farfetch'd, Brock's Pewter City Gym, Giovanni's Exile, Magikarp, Pikachu, Voltorb, Coughing, Cubone, Reverse Hollow, Jigglypuff, and a Mew. What a booty pack this was.
I was hoping you were going to be like, and you will not believe this, another Charizard.
No, that would instantly make the box worth it. But alas, it is not happening on this pack. So, I will open the rest later tonight, and we'll see.
Keep us informed.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I do not recommend buying this Premium Powers Collection box of Hidden Fates for $50. The pricing just doesn't add up with how they've been pricing Hidden Fates, unless you really want the big, giant, shiny Rayquaza GX card, which is a beautiful card, but worth the extra money? I think not, folks.
I think not.
Yeah. So there's that.
All right. And moving on.
Yeah.
Question of the week. You got one for me?
I do, but it's kind of a weird one. Because we are on the eve of a Pokemon Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow morning. Nobody knows what's going to be announced. Nobody knows what's going to be talked about. Has a lot. Most of these directs have everything to do with like the video games and whatnot. I don't remember cards ever being part of Nintendo Directs.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they have ever.
So my question is, how do they announce sets and cards in Pokemon TCG and all that stuff? Because you got a message from a listener last week about a set that is coming that I had to look up that I'm super excited for. But like, I don't know how any of that stuff is ever broadcasted to the public.
Only news outlets, basically.
Okay.
Because because it's all from Japan. Japan gets all the sets first. They have two separate sets, one shield, one sword, but our sets are both of those combined.
Okay.
And like, I've seen posts of that like premium pack, but only from Japan.
Right.
I've only seen them in Japan.
Right.
I didn't know that they were coming out in English.
Mm-hmm. What was that set called again? The Tag Team All Stars?
Yeah, I believe it was the All Stars pack.
Yeah. And those,
I'm sure
that's
in English they'll call it something
with
different.
the God Pack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The potential of a God Pack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just news outlets that they announce things?
Yeah. Well, like
I don't know how this works, Adam.
The only place that I ever find them is like pokebeach.com.
Okay. So it's just like through press releases that they get and then they push it out?
I believe so, yeah. Or like somebody on the inside from overseas in Japan. Yeah, I don't have a 100% looked up answer.
Sure. No, that's okay. I kind of sprung it on you. I was just thinking, man, this direct is happening tomorrow. This new set is coming out in less than a month. Like, wouldn't it be cool if they like even talked about the cards just for like a few seconds, like just to mention like how cool these VMAX cards are and all that? I don't think we're that lucky. If they had started doing this a long time ago, Adam, maybe I would have gotten into cards a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never know, because I mean, Shield and Sword's a huge thing right now.
Yeah.
So
every YouTuber I know is out there just riding bikes to hatch eggs.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
It feels like it though.
Yeah. No, and it's like that's the thing. So it's like Shield and Sword is just all over the place. So
yeah,
the set as far as the TCG, it's a big deal.
Right.
It's like it's the set.
Yeah.
It's the base set. Tons of new strategies coming out from it. So I'd hope they shine some light on it.
Or do people outside of Japan that get a hold of the Japanese sets, because those have already been out for like a month now or something like that, are people already starting to formulate strategies on how they're going to use this new set and come up with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
They're not legal yet though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Unless you're in Japan.
Yeah, because it's one of those like regionals happen every so often, so it's like the set will come out, it'll probably be available to be used in regionals on like that specific weekend,
right?
Or a League Cup or something. So it's like decks will be already like formulated and people have tested them, so they know they work type deal, but you don't know what and that's like the main strategies are all like put out there. Essentially what's very obvious is the first thing that people gravitate towards.
Right.
Like, oh, there's a new, Silvally GX type thing, and it's like, okay, so that's, I see that. That's the one I want to use because it's a big card. It's got high HP, blah, blah, blah. They don't see the sleeper card like Zigzagoon. And Zigzagoon is you play it from your hand and you put a damage counter somewhere. Now that, just even as a one-of, especially in a deck that's using the Mimikyu with the GX stopper ability, I don't know what it's called, but it's got the ability to stop a GX Pokemon from using Poke Powers or their abilities if they have a damage counter on them.
Right.
So being able to use Professor Oak's setup, search for the Mimikyu, and a Zigzagoon, you stop an ability almost immediately. So it's just seeing strategies like that not everybody sees.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, before sets launched globally, I mean, people are already starting to put decks together and start trying to find like the hidden gems in them and all that good stuff.
Yes. Yep. And see, that's where I've always been like, I don't want to know.
Right.
I don't want it to spoil. I don't want to spoil it because it's like I really enjoy opening the packs and not knowing anything.
Sure.
But the set's already been, leaked, so it's like I should be looking into it more.
Yeah. Especially from a competitive angle. I mean, like,
yes,
going in blind is tough. You're already behind the curve.
Right. And that's tough because I'm not at every single tournament, so I'm not seeing the format evolve into like, okay, more players are playing this, and this isn't as strong.
Right.
Which is why I feel like the Naganado build of Dark Box is much better right now because it can carry me through certain matchups much better.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's kind of just what I was wondering about, like just how news gets out and international and all that kind of stuff. Nothing too exciting to start off this new year, I know, but just curious. I'm just really stoked for the direct tomorrow. So.
Yeah. No, I can't wait.
Yeah. Any guesses on what might be happening? I know this is...
I hope they announce Sleep and give us more information on that because, like, I just want it.
Yeah.
I want to get benefits for sleeping.
Yeah.
I want a reason to go to bed earlier.
I think that and home will probably be the big things from it, but...
I hope so. I hope so because we need those bad.
It's a long direct, though. Like, there is something else that they're going to have some surprise, I think.
They'll probably be like, remaking Black and White.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it might be Gen 2 time to remake it in the Let's Go format.
I know. I've seen those guesses, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. Baby's first Pokemon.
Yeah.
I just want...
I mean, it depends. Are they going to allow, us to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go, and then do we get something different other than Meltan?
Maybe
like, are they going to spring a new Pokemon on us? Like, that's the only way that would keep that relevant.
Maybe Galariform Meowth is going to be in Pokemon Go.
Maybe. I'm sure something's going to drop.
Yeah. Man.
I can't wait.
All right. That's all I got.
All right. Well, a little housekeeping real quick before we keep going.
Sure.
This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check ours out at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 will get you access to our Patreon-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. If Patreon isn't your thing, there are a few other ways you can help us out. If you're listening to us on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you're listening to a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, you can take a moment to leave us a review. We would greatly appreciate it.
We absolutely would. Also, I have a confession.
All right.
Every time you say filled with fantastic people, thanks to Melissa, I just want to say it sure is every time. But I can't do it. I can't do it as good as her.
Right. So, I mean, you could do something else instead of it sure is. Be like, it is.
I feel like I'm stealing something,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. And it's like I want to say it on the Alert Up podcast every time just to like mess with her.
She would not be happy with that.
No, she never is. Okay, so we're going to talk this week for the card of the week is Silvally GX from Cosmic Eclipse.
Yes. Oh,
so
what generation is this Pokemon from? Just so I know something about it.
This is why I don't know anything about Pokemon here.
You're the expert.
I am the expert. But
okay, I'm Googling.
This is why I didn't know why
it's number
type null
773, so it's from Sun and Moon.
Okay, so that's why I don't know what it is.
Gen 7. Okay.
I never finished the game.
It's a normal type legendary Pokemon.
There you go. That's why I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
I got halfway through the game and just stopped. I even told myself I would I can do this. I can get through it. And I never got through it.
Right.
So there you go, folks. My knowledge is weak today.
We're all learning something. Maybe.
So Silvally GX, it evolves from type Null.
Yep.
210 HP, colorless Pokemon. It has ability called Disc Reload. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. This is phenomenal.
Okay. Tell me why.
The ability to just draw cards with no repercussion.
Sure.
And then you got to think too, you can also use red and blue no matter which type of energies you're putting on it. You can red and blue discard 2 cards, attach 2 energies, get this thing ready to attack. You use a supporter, you play Tag Call, so you've got a supporter. You know, you have another Pokemon ready for backup. You attach to the other Pokemon in the backup. You now have almost nothing in your hand. Disc Reload, back in the game. So yes, you're using your supporter to just attach energies.
Right.
But you're getting so much of a benefit.
Now, let me play devil's advocate here 1 second. If you don't play this card early on, is there a lot of benefit to it? Because it feels like there's a good chance you'll have more than 5 cards in your hand toward later in the game, right?
Right. But there are cards that you could play that kind of just go straight from your hand to the discard. Like you play Switch, Custom Catchers, Great Catchers. In order to play a Great Catcher, you have to discard 2 cards from your hand.
Right.
So you can be choosing which Pokemon you're taking, but you have to discard 2 cards.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it's a devastating blow to no cards in your hand, and then you use Disc Reload. Oh no, now you get a supporter, and then the game continues.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. So you tried using this card?
I tried using this card.
Yeah.
I used it incorrectly, so I deserve to lose the games that it came out in. Well, okay. I played one where I evolved it from Silvally.
Okay.
I evolved Silvally from... So I literally was like... There were 6 rounds, and I dropped on the 3rd round. I was like, no, I deserve to lose. There's no reason. I did evolve it from Ditto, the 2nd one. But it just felt so, as soon as I, realized that, I was like... I felt so wrong. I was like, no, I deserve to have lost. I scooped right there. As soon as I realized it, I was like, nope.
That's it?
That's it.
GG's.
But this ability is amazing. We haven't had anything like this great since Claydol from Great Encounters. Because that allowed you to put 2 cards from your hand at the bottom, up to 2 at the bottom of your deck, and then draw until you had 6.
Oh. So you could really
and this
get
is
rid of some
fantastic.
junk cards then.
Yeah, exactly. So you never really lost cards. You're just consistently going through your deck.
Right.
And so this thing's fantastic, especially with red and blue, where you could get it out turn 2 and have it ready to attack.
Right.
It does have 2 attacks. It has its GX attack and its normal attack. Its normal attack is, both of them are 2 colorless energies. Has Brave Buddies, does 50 damage. If you played a supporter card from your hand during this turn, the attack does 70 more damage. So it does 120, because most likely you'll be playing a supporter. And then it has Silver Knight, GX. It says if your opponent's active Pokemon is an Ultra Beast, it's knocked out.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Huh.
So if they play that Guzzlord, try to win off of a million prizes thing,
Right.
you just use that and you win. Well, you take 3 prizes. So.
Sure. That's big though.
Yeah.
So are you gonna try to use this card again?
I want to.
Yeah.
I feel, in my honest opinion, I feel I need to have a heavier Silvally line and play it with something that's non-GX.
Sure.
Or a heavier tag. I don't know. I feel like it needs something different. Because the attacks and stuff that I have for... I just can't heal myself.
Right.
And I've seen some ideas with the Quagsire to move the energies, and Blastoise Piplup GX tag team, because that says you can put up to 3 water energies from your hand to your GX Pokemon, in any way you like or whatever, and then heal 50 damage for each one that you attach. So if they did 150 damage to your Silvally, you attach 3 energies to it, you heal it, and then you move the energies back to Blastoise with Quagsire. So if they did put damage counters on your Pokemon to stop it from using the abilities, now you're healed.
Gotcha. Well,
I feel like that's a better play.
Yeah.
I was like, oh well, maybe I could play this and then use like Glaceon GX or something, and I'm like, but then they just play Power Plant and then you're done.
and we don't.
I mean, you can play Chaotic Swell, so that technically works.
Sure. Well, I look forward to hearing your journey with this card, if you ever use it again. Knowing you, I feel like you're probably not going to touch it for a while. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
I just need some other way to figure it out. That's all.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, Adam.
Thank you.
It's a cool looking card.
Yeah, and
I like it.
I already know like the next league challenge and like the date and stuff, but that's I think I'll be working that day, so.
Got it. All right.
But moving on, we've got some listener emails. Sorry, excuse me there. Didn't we say we were super professional on this podcast?
Yeah, no, this
Fire alarms going off?
yeah, it's a train
Or
wreck.
smoke alarm?
We're starting off 2020 with a bang here, folks.
This is a banger.
Yeah.
So we got a email from Soul.
That's all.
From the PSPN network.
Yeah.
Pokesoul's Pack Battle Network. He says, "Hey guys, Happy New Year. Got caught up on episode 19, and I'm geeking out that you guys mentioned me in my podcast. I appreciate the shout out.
Of course.
I'm really hoping you guys start merchandising. I've seen the pins you have for your league tournaments, and I think they're amazing. I would love to rock a Pokemon Professor Network tee or a Special Conditions tee with Adam's closing quote.
Yes.
Love your podcast. Looking forward to coming on sometime and having you two come on mine. Keep up the great work, guys."
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Soul.
Yeah.
We were in chats, or we're trying to make it happen. I think I tried to make it happen a little too soon, to be honest.
Jump the gun, Adam.
I jumped the gun. But we will definitely get you on, Soul, and then likewise we'll come on yours.
Definitely.
And then we got another email, which I literally broke out laughing. And I've already done it multiple times on this podcast, and I caught myself at the beginning. I was like, I'm going to try to say Sword and Shield, and it eventually just came into Shield and Sword.
Still can't do it.
And I know you're reading it, and it's like, it is absolutely hilarious. So you know the Drake meme where it's like, he's like, he got his hand facing the other way, like,
No.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's literally those two images and just Sword and Shield and Sword.
Yeah.
Like they're just flopped. And I laugh so hard.
It's the most you thing ever.
Yeah, no, it's Alolan Dig Dug wrote in and he says, "I'm a big fan of the show, but a few episodes ago I started to notice that Adam sometimes transposes the name of the upcoming base set. So I made this. All in good fun. Hope you like it. Keep up the great work, fellas. If it does come across as a burn, don't forget to use a full heal."
It's totally not a burn, because if I remember correctly, Adam, when Sword and Shield was first announced, the very first time it was announced, the very next podcast that you were on with Ken and Melissa, you were like, "I am not calling it that. It is going to be Shield and Sword."
Yes.
And you've been dedicated to that ever since.
But it's not because I want to. It's because of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh.
And that is like the worst thing to say right on a Pokemon podcast. But when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, there was a card called Shield and Sword.
Gotcha.
And so many times I had that in my deck because I was like, "Oh, I'll run this strong defense Pokemon. I'll run a strong defense move character." And then I would flip it over and play that card, and then it would be a 2000 attacking creature, and I'm like, "Take that!" And
So in your head, it's always going to be Shield and Sword.
in my head, it's always going to be Shield and Sword. So I apologize, Alolan Dig Dug. I apologize to everybody that's going to get frustrated with me calling it Shield and Sword.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Insta boosters because I'm gonna be like, all right, we're opening up a shield and sword. I'm just opening the pack. All right.
No, you do you, man.
Yeah.
You own it, and I appreciate that. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
it really is.
No, honestly, and it's like every time I open the email and I'm just like, I can't. I showed it to my significant other and she's like dying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's true.
But if you guys want to be like Soul or Alolan Dig Dug, please write in. Our email is specialconditionstcg@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail. You can text us. You can send us pictures if you want. 732-835-8639. And you can check out everything we're doing at specialconditionstcg.com. You can also check out everything we're doing on the network at PokemonProfessor.com. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal. Thanks and good night, guys.
Good night.